I'm going to talk to y'all between sets on my workout today. Got a lot of good feedback from one of the last videos I did talking about the importance of getting out and practicing. Great feedback. I think it struck home with several people. But one thing that kept coming up was, well, I practice and practice. If I practice bad habits, then I'm not going to get any better. In fact, I might get worse. And I think there is some truth to that. Obviously, as with anything in life, there's more than one factor that contributes to success. So 100% believe that you should reach out for some coaching. I get coached, and I know that probably every single professional thrower on the circuit either gets coached directly or just receives some coaching from one of the other pros or an old pro or something. So absolutely, tons of value in getting coached so that when you do practice, you have specific things to work on with a pre-designed outcome, being in the correct shape, being in the correct position. So yes, practice. You have to practice because you can get coached all you want, but if you don't put it to work, then you're not going to get better. Getting coached is invaluable. So I've said it many times before, feel free to reach out to me if you're stuck on something. There are some coaches out there that sell their services. My coach, John Oden, he has limited clientele, so you have to reach out to him directly to see if he lines up with if your goals and your style lines up with his, and your time and your effort and your energy are going to align with what he expects. He's a fantastic guru of a coach, so I recommend him wholeheartedly, obviously. But there are a few more out there. Matt McDougall runs the ScottishThrowsCoach.com, I think it is. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. He has a great eye for technique, and he's always fidgeting with a little outside the box as well. Scott Farr is a fantastic resource. The guy has probably forgotten more about throwing than any of us will ever know. Scott Hutchison is also a great resource. Nick Aston is borderline autistic, maybe. I don't know. The guy freaking can just see things really well. He can handle your strength and conditioning training as well. Tom Soroka, another guy that's a fantastic strength coach. I don't know if he does any throws coaching. He'll have to try and chime in and say if he does. But maybe it's not in your budget to hire a coach. And of course, most of us will offer you tips and tricks for free, but what you really pay for is people carving out the time for you. So if you see, you send a video and it takes a while for like me to get back to you, just understand I got a lot of things going on. It's not that I don't want to help you. When I get some time to sit down and really think about and watch what you're doing, I'm more than happy to give you some tips. But if you pay for a coach, you expect them to get back to you and be very responsive to you. So the other thing that you can do is, and something that I did, and I think probably almost every thrower in my generation has done, is get on the YouTubes, find resources like Matt Vincent's Going Deep series. He has several videos about all of the throws, breaks down his own throws mostly, and tells you what he's doing. Daniel McKim also has plenty of tutorials. Ryan Vieira's videos are on the YouTube, and I wish I remember how you find that on there, but I'm sure if you just YouTube some Ryan Vieira Highland Games throwing tapes, they're actually converted tapes to be placed in a digital format on the internet. Another great option as well, and it's real slow and they break it down pretty well. So I recommend that. So yes, you're right. Uneducated, misdirected practice could result in a worse turnout potentially. So get some education, get an idea of where you're going, limit your cues in practice, work on those cues, and yes, still practice. 5 hours a week, minimum. Commit to that. You put a lot of time into watching this sport and doing this sport, 5 hours isn't that much. All right, guys.